guys, it's your friendly neighborhood Fox. With 2018 behind us, it marks the end of my first year on YouTube. It makes me think about the creators that I've been watching over the years who have inspired me to start YouTube in the first place. So this is a tribute to them. Thank you. Let's kick it off with the guy who started it all, Sean McLaughlin, better known as Jackscepticeye. He was the first YouTuber that I really started watching regularly. I loved his spontaneity and how he wasn't afraid to be a little loud. More than that, he seems to have an amazing heart that's filled with kindness and just such generosity. This year alone, he raised over $435,000 for a couple different charities. He also came out with a line of merch called PMA, or Positive Mental Attitude, which I try to live by. So thanks, Jack, and congrats on hitting 21 million subs this year. Another early favorite of mine is Mark Fishbach, also known as Markiplier. What originally drew me to Mark was his buttery soft voice commenting on games, but I love how he's branched out into comedy and improv sketches as well. I also admire how he collaborates with smaller channels. It really conveys that he doesn't think himself as too big and important to help others who are just getting their start. In his VidCon 2018 keynote speech, he reflected on how looking forward to how his channel will end is his biggest motivation, and that really reinforced me to keep me going with my videos even when things go a little static. So thanks, Mark. I can't mention MatPat and Steph of Game Theory without first mentioning the baby in the room. That means cute little Ollie, who was born this year. He is just the most adorable little guy. And big props to Steph, who went to VidCon 9 months pregnant. How tough is she? I mean, seriously. Every time I watch a game or film theory, I walk away with more questions than answers. It's like a nerdy science lesson. I also love the live streams. Matt is just another creator who actively raises awareness and money for charity. They took their grieving for a friend and turned it into something very constructive when they raised over $200,000 for the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation in Boston this year. That shows an amazing strength, and I can't wait to see what theories they come out with in 2019. Clap and a half to you guys. What is there to say about the game Grumps that hasn't already been said? I seem to watch them more than any other channel, but that's probably because they have so much diversity. They have gaming, guest animations, live streams, the 10-minute power hour, real good touring, music, the list just goes on and on. I decided to portray Aaron holding the Master Sword because they're finally playing Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which Aaron, on record, just hates. My prayers are with you, Aaron. I promise you'll get it done someday. The other half of Game Grumps hasn't had a shabby year either, though. Dan Avidan, also known by the more colorful moniker of Danny Sexbang, and his friend Ninja Brian have been on quite the adventure. They released their 4th original album, Cool Patrol, which won a #1 comedy album of the year by Billboard. And they were asked to perform on the Conan O'Brien show. That is just amazing. The thing I love most about NSP's music is the amazing harmonies, that Dan has the ability to harmonize with himself and still make each part clearly heard is phenomenal. Trust me, I've tried it. It is not easy. And of course we can't forget good old Ninja Brian. He started his all-star variety Luau Spectacular this year, which is super funny. I went to one of the LA performances and I highly recommend it. Now, of course, we can't mention the Grumps without including Aaron's lovely wife, Susie, of the channels Kitty Cat Gaming and Mortimer. Out of all the drawings I did for this, I probably enjoyed drawing Susie's avatar the most because it is just so darn adorable. It's got a simplicity to it, but at the same time, it's very ornate and detailed, and I love Susie's jewelry line. How she keeps coming up with new ideas for her Etsy shop is beyond amazing, and I can't wait to see what she's got cooked up for 2019. channels I follow, only 2 are strictly music related, and the first being NSP, and the second being this fine gentleman by the name of Peter Hollins. I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with him and a handful of other creators at VidCon 2018, and it was probably one of the most encouraging moments of my life as a creator. He was so nice and kind to all of us, and he just answered all our questions and was pushing us to go forward with any ideas that we wanted to do for our channels, and to just not be afraid to fail, because it will happen, but it won't mean the end of everything. I loved that, so thank you, Peter. I will hold on to those words forever. Switching gears from music over to the world of visual art and animation, and what better way to start off than with my sensei, Jazza, from Draw with Jazza. It's pretty safe to say that I wouldn't know the first thing about Adobe Animate without following his tutorials, and I still have a lot to learn. I look forward to any and all future content he creates. Speaking of art, gotta mention the animation squad, starting off with James, or the Odd Ones Out, as he's better known. I've actually shown my mom a few of his videos, and she's recognized him because a lot of her friends' kids watch his videos. So thanks, James. She now looks cool in their eyes because of you. Next up is Jaiden Animation. She has so much strength. I love her transparency and how she's not afraid to be vulnerable in her videos. Her genuineness is just so encouraging to me, and it makes me want to go dig a little deeper for myself for some of my videos. Also, we have Adams from SomethingElseYT, who, according to Instagram, recently had surgery on his jaw, so feel better soon, Adam. Rounding out the squad is ItsAlexClark, who's starting in 2019, is launching his Whole Lotta Nada tour, which I cannot wait to see. I'm super excited. They say to save the best for last, and I've certainly done that with Rebecca Parham of Let Me Explain Studios. She has definitely had the most influence on my art style. A majority of what I've learned about animation, I've learned by watching her videos slowed down and seeing how she gets her characters to move. The highlight of 2018 VidCon was when I got to meet her. It was brief, but it made the whole weekend worthwhile. And that's it. Without these unique people, I probably wouldn't even have a YouTube channel. Every time I start to have doubts, I watch some of their videos and it just renews my confidence. So to them and all of you, I say have a wonderful 2019. And to these creators, if any of you see this and want to collaborate in the future, I'm available. See you guys next time.